Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Key Comics Market Watch. Today, I don't have a haul video, but I just finished reading my Secret Wars, Marvel Superhero Secret Wars run again, because I just love reading my books over and over again, especially the ones I really love. And I just wanted to show this amazing book of issue number 10, where Doctor Doom versus the Beyonder. And as you can see, this is one of my favorite covers by Mike Zeck. And he drew all the artwork inside, and I just love how Doctor Doom looks right here. So, for you guys who have never read this book, I just want to show you what you're missing out on. So, if you ever get a chance, buy this book and get the rest of the series. I know number 8 is really pricey, but if you get a chance to get the number 8, which is the first time Spider-Man gets the black costume, definitely try to get it. But if you can't, you still could enjoy the full run without issue number 8, even though issue number 8 is an important issue, you guys. So definitely try to get this book right here. All right, so let's go on with the book, okay? And look at that detail to this cover. You can't tell me that's not a bad cover. Doctor Doom is one of the best villains of all time, you guys. So I wish Marvel had the rights to him so they could really put him to good use. But you can only wish, right, you guys? So in this opening page right here, basically what's going on is that Galactus has brought his home world to the battle world, and he's basically he was gonna try to absorb the battle world, but all the heroes managed to fight him off because he was in a weakened state. He wasn't at his full capacity. Um, so he basically now he flew back to his home world, which is right here, and he's about to absorb his home world. So that way, after he absorbs it, he'll have enough energy, enough power where the heroes won't be able to stop him from then absorbing the battle world. And then after he does that, then he's gonna try to challenge the Beyonder, because in the first issue he threw when he tried to fly to the Beyonder just swatted him away like he was nothing. So yeah, so that's what's going on right here. Is all the heroes like, oh man, we failed, we let him get away. See, he's absorbing his planet. Now you see how humongous it is. His home world, I mean his spaceship world, compared to the planet and compared to the sun that's next to it. And as you can see, this is the Beyonder right there, just watching. Because basically that's all the Beyonder is in this series, is just a light like that in the rift. And you see Galactus is absorbing his world, his home station. But little do everyone know, as you can see, the energy is going away from Galactus and going towards the base of Doom, Doctor Doom, where the villains were at. And basically, Doctor Doom is stealing the energy from Galactus. And as you can see, Captain Marvel is flying there to see what's going on. That's Doctor Doom on the machine that's stealing the power, and there goes Monica, Mrs. Marvel at the time, watching. And Professor X is right there talking to Miss Marvel, as you can see. He's able to show everyone else what she sees. So that way she didn't have to come back and tell Captain America, because he just basically everyone sees what she sees. But now, as you can see, even though he stole all the power, Doom wasn't ready for it, because now he's like, oh my God, what's going on? he wasn't used to. Now he's, it took him a second to get used to having that type of power. Like he's just like, what the hell? Because it's just mind blowing to him. Like you see, he's saying, "I feel every cell, every atom. I mean, his senses are on another level now, and this is the first time he's ever been this powerful, ever. He's once stole the Silver Surfer's power, and he had the cosmic power, but never on this level right here. So he's really trying to comprehend it all. But then he senses Miss Marvel. And after he did something to Miss Marvel, you can see Professor X like, the link's been cut off, and so they're all like, "Come on, we got to get over there." So as you can see, all the ships are destroyed, but Magneto's like, "Don't worry about it. Everyone get inside. I'll just levitate all of us in." He's like, "I'm the power," which he is. Magneto is in his own right. He's amazing. See how they say, "Wow, this crater never flew this fast under its own power," right? Hard to tell, Nightcrawler. Yeah, Cyclops didn't want to give Magneto his props, which was funny to me. But Magneto, like I said, is a very powerful person. Like people, if he was ever to get to his highest level, not too many people could really stop him. He is, after all, his power is just amazing. And right here, Wolverine and Captain America having an argument about how they're never given their credit, and how they're always never looked at superheroes like they are, even though they've saved the planet so many times. Because Captain America has an issue with Magneto, but Wolverine is sticking up for Magneto because right at that time Magneto was on their side and he was helping them. And as you can see, this Captain America and Wolverine have never really seen eye to eye most of the time, but it's kind of crazy when Wolverine winds up becoming an Avenger, and then he really you know is kind of on Cap's side on mostly everything after that. So as you can see, Doctor Doom's over here scheming. He's looking at the Beyonder, and then he's trying to figure out what he should do next. And right there is Claw. He had cut Claw up in order to make the machine that he used to steal Galactus's power. Now Doom is using his power to make a whole new armor, as you can see, and he's ready to go battle the Beyonder. But as you can see, the heroes have just reached the Doom base, and Professor X senses that he's gone. So then they find all the villains that they had defeated and they had trapped. And Spider Woman, which was this Spider Woman right here was introduced in issue 7. She finds Miss Marvel, and Miss Marvel is basically just frozen in light form. And then they find Claw, and they're talking to Claw, trying to find out what's going on. And as you can see, Claw is basically letting them know what happened. And then they get a real big and so Claw lets him know that, yeah, he went to go fight the Beyonder, Doctor Doom. So that's what's causing the shake, because as you can see, all the the force and from them battling is causing the planets and the sun to fall apart because it's just so much power. See the Beyonder, you could just see a face of him. That's it. You won't really see too much. He said, "Stop, you cannot approach me." And Dr. Doom's like, "Then approach me, coward. On your knees if you have knees. Come, cringe grovel before Doom." And Dr. Doom trying to trying to survive. And now they're trying to locate Galactus, and they find Galactus just floating because he's drained of all his energy, so he's just knocked out. So the thing is, so they took her out of her thing that was healing her, but she's still out for the count. And the Hulk is on the monitors because the Hulk is smart in this one. He's not the dumb Hulk. He's Banner Hulk. And Colossus sees this right here. This girl right here is a healer. She helped them out and healed the heroes. She healed Colossus when he was really hurt. He fell in love with her when he was still supposed to be with Katie Pride, but she had eyes for the Human Torch. She was in love with the Human Torch. See, so in this, he says it's the Human Torch she loves. I must tell him. And so he tells her about the bad news about her being injured, and he's like, "Huh?" Human Torch like, "Huh?" He's like, "I've got no time for a chirpy now. Reed's hurt. I'll send her a card later." And that really made Colossus mad. Chirpy, chirpy. And so he wanted to beat him up just for saying that, because he's like, "Really?" And then they get another shockwave right there. And as you can see, the damage that it's doing to the planet just from them battling each other. Look, you see that? Just the Beyonder's power was amazing. See what it's doing to the planet and the sun right next to it. Just off of them fight. And as you can see, Doom is starting to lose, and he's like, "Oh my God, I can't." He's like, "I can't defeat this dude." And then he starts falling apart. His legs get torn off. He's just really, really getting messed up. I love the detail of this art. I mean, just look at it. Mike Zeck was a great artist. I mean, is a great artist. Why I say was. And as you can see, they just don't know what they're gonna do. They're just Spider-Man senses going bonkers, and they don't know what they're gonna do. And then Doctor Doom shows up, and he's like, "You guys, I need your help. Let me get your energy." And so I could. He's basically lying. He's like, "I'm about to crush the Beyonder," but he's like, "I still need some more power." And he's like, he's the real enemy, and everyone's just looking at him, and he's just like lying, telling them a lie about how the battle's going, but really he's losing the battle. As you can see, he's like, "Whoever aligns with me and helps me out, I will give you whatever you want when I win." And of course, Magneto is tempted, you see. And then he stops himself. He hesitates. He looks back. But then the heroes just jumped him. But he stopped himself. You saw that, right? So really, it's kind of funny. And he's telling them, "Look, you dare touch me? What's wrong with you guys?" And now Doom can't contain it, so he fades away. He can't contain his form because he's getting the shit beat out of him by the Beyonder. And he's like, Magneto's like, "Unhand me." Because really, they can't fuck with Magneto. Magneto's a beast. I don't know why I have a love for villains sometimes. I don't know. But to me, Magneto's really anti-villain. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has his purpose, and he believes in what he believes in. But really, he has his reasons for doing what he do, and I have to agree with them sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. See Doom, and now they're just like, what did we do? We don't know what happened. Maybe we sealed our own fate by not helping Doom. And as you can see, Doom is just getting messed up. And now Doom is just he's defeated. Now the Beyonder knows he's defeated, so he doesn't have no need to keep assaulting him. So the Beyonder is slowly approaching him, and now he lifts him up. But what the Beyonder don't know, and now he's entering his mind and looking in the images of Doctor Doom and seeing the history of Doctor Doom, everything that's happened to him, and how he became to be. And as you can see, Mephisto right there still has his mom chained up, which I didn't understand. Like, once Doom got the Beyonder's power, why didn't he instantly go to Mephisto's room and get his mom? Like, he could have did it in a blink of an eye, but he didn't, which I didn't understand. And as you can see, he's taking apart everything of Doctor Doom, like going down to his cellular, his to his bone. Like, he just, and Doctor Doom winds up waking up while he's doing it. He feels the pain, and then Doom, with the little bit of power he has left, he reaches for his armor because he had put in a trick in his armor that the Beyonder didn't know about. There goes another shock. They're just trying to survive the shakes. And Cap just telling them all to go outside. And they're like, "What about the prisoners?" And Cap's like, "I'm gonna go get them." So he's over there getting them out. And who comes to help him? Wolverine, of course. And like I said, they've always had their differences, but they've always come through for each other too. So they help all the villains get out. And then Wolverine gives Cap this credit. You know, he's always had respect for Cap. And they all got out. And now it's all quiet. It's no more shaking, no more nothing. And then they see something in the sky, which is a light. And the light is coming closer. And it's coming. So everyone thinks it's the Beyonder. When this issue first came out, everyone thinks it's finally going to show himself. But nope. It winds up being Doctor Doom. Because Doctor Doom stole his power. He absorbs the Beyonder's power. As you can see, he's humongous, and they're just like, "Oh man, we're gonna be in for the fight of our lives." Cap's like, "Be ready, you guys," and of course, Doom just shrinks down to normal size because he could do anything now, and tells them, "Yo, the war is over. There's no need to fight. You know, I've killed the Beyonder, and everything's done. You know, there's no enemy to fight left." And he takes off his mask because he fixed his face. So yeah, and that's, yeah, the war is over. And then the next issue is good too. So go check out the next issue, you guys. But yeah, so yeah, you guys, this is definitely a classic issue. I love this issue. Like I said, the art, just everything, the dynamic of this whole book was really good. Yeah, just when you thought Doom was done, he pulls a trick out his bag. So it's just great to see how he came up with the ability to steal Galactus's power and then managed to steal the Beyonder's power. And you know, like, Doom is just, and he's just, his way of thinking is just amazing. That's why when he managed to get all the Beyonders' powers in Secret Wars, the second Secret Wars, when Molecule Man helped them, you know, steal the Beyonder's powers. It was it was it was very. I wasn't surprised. I put it to you like that, cause yeah, Doom is Doom, and he's no joke. But the only thing about Doom, just like Thanos, is once they get that power, they just can't keep it, cause they just, I guess they just can't keep it. It just, something about having that type of power for them too is just, it's just not meant for them to have that type of power. So um, yeah, but I would love to have seen Doctor Doom with just the Beyonder's power in this Beyonder right here, the Beyonder in this series. I would have loved to see what would have happened if he would have had this Beyonder's power versus Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. That would have been interesting. I would have loved to see who would have won that. Now, Doom with the Beyonder's powers that Molecule Man helped him steal. Now that I know Thanos wouldn't have no chance with the Infinite Gauntlet with Doom was on a whole nother level. So that wouldn't even have been interesting at all. Now, maybe if Thanos had the gauntlet and he had the heart of the universe, then it would have been interesting for him to go against, Doom with all the Beyonders powers, like from that Molecule Man has stole. That would have been interesting. Now, so let me know if you like this video. Like, subscribe, hit the bell for the next video. I should have a haul video next video. Like I said, I just finished reading this series and I really just wanted to show this off to whoever hasn't read this book or whoever has, but just to bring back the nostalgia of this amazing, amazing limited series that only was in these 12 issues. Like, it did not go into all the other issues at the time, which I loved. Like, it made this series so amazing by it just being a 12 issue limited series that was only in this. It didn't tie in with any other issue, which now they do these stupid tie-ins that just to get you to spend more money, and it just I don't like it, me personally. I rather them contain it into one thing. It makes it more important, it makes it more interesting. It has you wondering what was going on, because with the rest of the issues like Fantastic Four, Amazing Spider-Man, all of those just continued its run. Like, it went from them going to Secret Wars #1, and then you had the very next issue was Amazing Spider-Man. He had his black costume. You're like, hold up, how he get a black costume? Then you have Fantastic Four where She-Hulk comes back as a member of the Fantastic Four. You're like, hold up, what happened to the Thing? Why is the She-Hulk? And it doesn't explain in these issues why that happened. So you had to basically read the rest of the Secret Wars to find out why that happened. And that was awesome. You had to wait. So it kept you in suspense, like, how did he get a black costume? How did She-Hulk wind up going to be a Fantastic Four member? And where's the Thing? What happened to him? And everything's explained in the Marvel Superhero Secret Wars. So you had to wait in suspense to find out what's going on. So yeah, that's what made this so awesome. And I wish you guys were around, for you younger guys that weren't born during, or you was little tiny little kids that didn't even know about this when it first came out, for you to like really enjoy that experience of how this went about, of this series, this Marvel Superhero Secret Wars first volume. It was just amazing, you guys. So yeah, I just wanted to do that because I just felt like it, you guys. So like I said, like, subscribe. Thank you to all my new subscribers, and hopefully, if you like me doing stuff like this, let me know, and whenever I see a book that I think I should show off like this and talk about, I would do it. So, but if you guys don't like it, then I won't do it. Okay, but then again, I might still do it anyway because I like doing what I like to do. So. But I definitely would like to know your comments about it, you guys. So thank you guys again for, you know, growing my channel and making this an amazing, amazing experience for me. And to all the comic book community, you guys are the best. And keep hunting, my comic book brothers, and find them issues out there. They're out there, okay, you guys? So peace.